Before we start, just understand this is not a signal service. Everything you see here is for educational purposes only. Trading involves risk, and the goal here is not to follow trades, it's to learn the process behind them.
Good morning, and welcome to I'm the Trader Capital live trading for law. Is Wednesday, July 8th. First and foremost, all glory to the Most High God. Let's bow our heads for a quick prayer. Our Heavenly Father, we thank you for your mercy and your grace. We thank you for another opportunity to try again to learn and grow in these markets. Father, we ask that your will be done today as it is in heaven. Father, I ask that you give us the heart of a giver and make us a lover of our neighbor. Please let me not lead anyone that listens to me astray, but use me as a vessel to bring your children back onto you. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. Amen. Can the church say amen? Amen. Let's begin. Before we jump into the charts, I just want to say this. There was a time I used to sit down at the charts with no real plan, jumping between strategies, losing, blowing accounts, second guessing every entry, and honestly just hoping that the trade would work. And that's where most traders are today, not because they're not capable, but because they don't have a structured process. The biggest pitfalls that causes traders to fail is that they have no knowledge on money, they don't know how to lose, they don't know how the markets operate, and they don't have a winning model. 90% of traders fail, all 90% are plagued with one or more of these pitfalls. Today, I'm going to show you the 3 pillars that every trader must have in their trading to survive and thrive in the financial markets, so you can join the 10% who succeed and fast track your way to the top 1% of the wealthiest people on this planet. It's called the 10% to 1% club. Let's go. Woo! But before we dive deep into the 3 core pillars, when you step into this arena, on this battlefield, you must first have 2 crucial realizations. Realization number 1, trading is war. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is the hardest thing that you will ever do in your life. Realization number 2, all traders are money managers. As a trader, your ability to manage money is vital to your survival in this industry and in life as we know it. Most traders think that success in the markets comes from finding the perfect strategy or catching the biggest moves. But the reality is, trading success is built on 3 core pillars. First is money and mindset. This is the foundation of success. Then is risk management. This is the holy grail of trading. This is what will keep you in the game long after everybody else has quit. And lastly, we have trading edge. This is where all traders start. I know this because this is where I started. That's why in today's session, we're going to hone in on your trading edge. Now, everything that we do here is built around one thing, and that is confidence in your trading edge. And at I'm the Trader Capital, our confidence comes from 3 things. First, it comes from understanding how the market actually operates. Not what social media says, but how money truly moves. Second is having one trader model. One model with IPDA signatures that we trust and execute on a consistent basis. Third is having a plan and a process, because without a plan and a process, you're just reacting to price and you're winging it each and every time. And this right here, this session, this is where we focus on the 3rd piece, the process. So many people lose confidence in trading and in life because they simply don't have a plan. There's no process they're following. There's no procedures and protocols that they're abiding by. They literally are just winging it. And they wonder why they can't get consistent. They wonder why there's ups and downs in their equity curves. They literally can't figure it out. The uncertainty of not knowing exactly what you're doing, how you're doing it, why and when you're doing it in the market will cause you to fail in trading. Confidence and certainty are key if you want to be successful in trading, and it's your responsibility as the trader, as the analyst, as the fund manager. It's your responsibility to attain that confidence, not only in your model, but also in your processes. So what I want to do right now real quickly is I want to share with you the process that we teach all our analysts at I'm the Trader Capital, and then we'll see that process live in action. This is the 3-step trading process. Step 1, condition. This is where we determine our bias. Before we even think about entering a trade, we need to know the market program. Are we in a buy program or sell program? This is where the market shows its hand. Then we have step 2, stage. This is what sets up your trade and what does your trade look like. There are 2 types of trades, retracement setups and continuation setup. Then we have step 3, execution. This is how you're going to enter, manage, and close the trade. At Am the Trader Capital, we have 4 entry criteria before executing. I'm not here to force trades. I'm here to execute my plan step by step in real time. All right, let's get into the live trading flow. Now, as you're watching, don't just look for entries. Pay attention to the process behind the entries, because this is what will get you into the 10% of traders who succeed. And if you want to go further to the 1%, well, that's where we break down all 3 pillars inside of the program. I used to think that winning trades built confidence, but it's not the wins. It's knowing exactly what you're doing, when you're doing it, how you're doing it, and why you're doing it before, during, and after each trade. And that is what we're building here. Let's begin with our daily trading processes. Weekly target going to this week is 3%. All right. Mental check-in, feeling generally okay. Excited to see what price action has in store for us today. Excited to continue to grow and get 1%. But I feel like yesterday's session was just incredible. I feel like I really like just got that 1% better yesterday. Just amazing. So excited for today's growth as well. Nothing of note really going on to mention. Nothing prominent anyway. Just pushing it to the back. All right. I accept any risk that comes with trading today. I understand that trading comes with real risk and that losing is part of the battle. News is Wednesday, July 8th. We have high impact news coming out at 10:30, and we have FOMC, one stage FOMC coming out at 2 p.m. this afternoon. So I'm not expecting much from this morning session just because we have FOMC in the PM session, but it is one stage FOMC, so we'll see how this morning goes. Risk going into today, we're still remaining at 0.25 of accounts highs, and we have a max of 0.75, even though I haven't even been hitting the maxes. That's the max that we have for now anyway, in the beginning stages as we progress and learn and grow. Weekly program going to this week is a sell program. Let's go ahead and review price action overnight, okay, to see if anything's happened to change our weekly program. Okay, so it is an optimal day, by the way, okay? We have news, so I hope you got that from what I just said. Optimal day depending on open range gap, right? Yesterday, I just realized, when I was looking back at price action, I was missing a key pertinent level that really messed me up for the day. All right, we didn't have previous week's low, which we did take yesterday, and post 10:30 we did actually get a setup, around that key level, which I didn't have on my chart yesterday. Okay, I didn't even realize it, so I need to start paying attention and just making sure I have all the levels on my chart that I need to have on there. Okay, just taking that extra minute to just double check, hey, do I have all my key levels that I need on the chart? Really makes a difference. And yeah, I really did miss, like, even as a potential draw on liquidity, like that was a plain draw on liquidity. But it's okay. We went back and we looked at price action. It was really sexy yesterday, especially on the 1 minute. I just got my relationship back with the 1 minute. I've been letting it go for a minute since I been trading on the 15 seconds, but the 1 minute coming back, baby. Anyway, we took, and nothing's happened to change our weekly program, by the way. Okay, price move need to come all the way up here and take Monday's range high, okay, to flip our weekly buy. So we're electing to stay, or price is telling us that we're still in a sell program for the week. We even took previous week's low as well. Okay, if you're using previous week's ranges to determine your buys for the week, you can see we took previous week's low. Draw on liquidity, we took sell side here. We have these relative equal lows, 20-day low. Let's make sure that our high time frame, I kind of took some stuff off here, just so it's like a bit cleaner. I was just showing too much lines at some point on the high time frame. But anyway, previous week we're good. Previous 20-day is good. Previous day, I did it yesterday. Making sure is globally, because it wasn't synced globally. That's why it wasn't showing. But I went ahead and used the indicator to show previous week anyway, just so we're aware of it, even if I don't have it. You know what I mean? But yeah, nothing's happened in price to change our weekly program. All right. We're looking for lower, lower, lower. 20-day low is the draw on liquidity right now. These relative equal lows is my draw on liquidity into this monthly inefficiency and the remainder of this weekly inefficiency here. Oh, and if you're using previous day's range to determine your condition going into today, all right, so you can see we've taken previous daily low already. Okay, so you'll be coming into this session in a sell program, which is in line with the weekly program as well. Okay, let's proceed. As we proceed to give you what you need. It's a good day to have a good day. You know what I mean? Yesterday I took a PM session. I took a loss, my third loss of the day, and then I took a winning trade after that. So broke that losing streak there on that same day. So we'll take it. So 2 accounts ended up in drawdown, and the one that was down bad and came up ended up up. We made our losses back on that one and ended up like $111 up or something like that. Anyway, let's proceed to give you what you need. This is previous week low, previous day's high. Low. It doesn't show the weekly on the seconds time frame, which is okay. What do we do first? Step 1 in our 3-step trading process. Condition, all right, that's determine the bias. Before we can enter the market, before we can even push the trigger to enter the trade, we need to know the program the market is in. Okay, now there's different types of programs, right? You can do a weekly program, a daily program, session program. I don't want to even talk about monthly program because that's if you're like a long-term swing position trader, then yeah, you need to know that. But for us here, we don't need to know all that. And there's different ranges that you can use, okay, to determine your condition, right? To determine your range, to determine your condition, right? So for me personally, on the day, I like to use current price action. 12 a.m. to current price action. Let's say 9:15, right before 9:30 kickoff. I like to use that range to determine my daily condition, okay, and that will give me my condition for the day, right? For the session, I use open ranges. Each session obviously has its own open range, so we use that to determine that session's condition. And really, I look at the weekly, I look at Monday's range, I look at the current week Monday range to determine that week's program, okay? So I like to use current price action for the current day that I'm in, or current week that I'm in, okay? So there's nothing wrong if you want to use obviously previous days and previous weeks price action to determine your condition for today. That just doesn't just doesn't work for me. I like it current, Damn, look at all these liquidities up here. I'm going to stop drawing these. Anyway, we've got our dealing range. Below dealing range, we have I'm seeing just 20-day low. We have a low here. We're kicking off. Ding, 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 da. Ding, 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 da. Ring, ding, 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 ding. Ring, ding, 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 da. When we take it, I will like move it back to where it's supposed to be. All right, decent size open range gap. Okay, we like that size. It's not big, but it's also not tiny, right? So we like that size. Optimal day to take a trade. It is above price. Okay, so we gap down, so we have a discount gap down. Discount gap down above dealer range. Okay, we got a bunch of buy side. We got Asia session buy side. We have is that PM session buy side from yesterday. Lunch session buy side from yesterday. Just a whole lot of buy sides, and we go AM session buy side as well. Let's see how we do this morning. Let's see how we do. Let's leave it at that then. Remember, first 20 minutes, right? We're pretty much focused on the 1 minute time frame. That's what we came up with yesterday. It's a continuation, but no, it's not. I'm tripping. It's a low. I'll need you to take a sell side below. If it was a buy side, then yeah, it'll be different. Well, oh, let's look at the trades for yesterday. Let's look at yesterday's trades. Yesterday's PM session trades. If you're not following me on this app here, get at me on this app. This was the first trade. This was the L. Okay, it was during 1:30. Learned the lesson there. External liquidity was dealing range sell side. Okay, took buy side above it. Market structure shift back below. Confirmed the sell. Fair enough. Time. I'm starting to not like the 30s anymore, but I'm still collecting the data. Okay. Anyway, we took an L there, and then the second trade. It was post open range for the PM session. Well, it started actually. Yeah, no, it was here. It was a seconds time frame entry, but the 1 minute one started at 150. Sorry, so we came came into an inefficiency, all right, above external liquidity dealing range sell side. All right, we dropped down, market structure shift back below with the displacement, failed to even make it to the bodies. I'm starting to notice when is the inefficiency on the 15 seconds, right? I don't want the bodies to even close anywhere above the lower quadrant or the upper quadrant, depending on which side we're looking at it, depending on buy or sell. Anyway, entry was here, gave me 3 contracts, 2 off here, and then the last one off here, and it ended up obviously going even lower than this. It came all the way back down here, to be honest. That was the business for the PM session yesterday. I went over back. This is the first time in a while since I went back into price action just to look at, what had went on the day and what I could have done different. And I've been slacking on that part. Okay, and I need to get back on that. And yesterday was a starting point for me to get back into doing those things again. Come up to consequent encroachment of open range gap there. We have a London session buy side inside of dealing range. Because we have FOMC this afternoon, I'm really trying to be patient with this morning. Probably wait till definitely 9:50 or until post opening range is complete to engage in the market. I'm watching this. I want to draw it out. I'm not engaging in anything. I'm just watching right now. I'm just watching the price. I'm watching this setup here. Let's collect data on that. Just no sync that. No sync that. I just want to see on the 15 seconds. Watching this as a retracement setup based on previous week's low. It is a weekly key level, so obviously I'm anticipating strong price action from here. Two contracts for -1. See how that goes. So that's 6. Yep. Oh, -1 right there. Bing bang biggity bush. Cool. I did notice something yesterday when I was back testing, so I'm excited to walk it forward. I'm seeing it happen right now, so I'm pretty excited. I'm dealing range buy side is my current draw on liquidity right now based on previous week's low setup. So let's see how price gravitates towards it. Well, obviously first we have to get to a London session buy side, which is the high of open range gap. If we get in here, I'm watching how price behaves in there, but I'm watching this one first. Obviously on the 15 seconds, I'm watching it in here.
Drawn liquidity right now is dealing range buy side, okay? Or first is London session buy side. I was looking back at yesterday and I don't really like seeing these across the board. So once they get taken, they're just going to be stuck at where they get taken at. And that will be that. On the 1 minute, we did get a V-shaped retracement setup though. I'm looking at it from here. $36, trade down below, swing, displacement. We have a body candle closure above that fair value gap for V-shape. We have fair value gap inside of that displacement leg. All right, solid V-shape and setup here on the 1 minute time frame. Meets all the criteria. -1 for that is right above London session buy side. See what the contract size was be saying. 1 getting out at -1. So I'm watching that as well. Let's get back to this fair value gap here. This trade here on the 15 seconds would have did what it needed to do for me though. All right, I'll be out at -1. $9.50 macro. Let's see what you have in store for us on this beautiful Wednesday. One stage FOMC Wednesday. We still would be in this trade if we had more contracts. Stop would be at 0.75, which is right below in the lower quadrant of the first percentage fair value gap on the 15 seconds. So we still would be in here. But we had more contracts, right? No trade so far for me yet. Obviously, we watched this trade do what it needed to do. But from yesterday, I said I want for that first 20 minutes, I want to be pretty much focused on the 1 minute. We did get something on the 1 minute here that we're watching. Okay, -1 is just above London session buy side. So let's see if we get that. But I wouldn't mind this as well. Based on my back testing session yesterday, I know what time, and I should be expecting the 15 seconds to give me a setup. So I'm just collecting data right now to see if it makes sense to implement or not implement, right? But for today's data, is one for it. But like I said, today we have FOMC, one stage FOMC this afternoon. So preferably, I would like to wait to see it post open range, all right, before I enter the market today. Obviously, that can also still bring me losses, right? I can't escape losses. That's the only thing promised to us here on this battlefield. It's about managing the losses, right? Preserving capital, living to trade another day, you know, or living to even fight another day. I was a little annoyed at myself yesterday for not making sure I had all my key levels on the chart, but it was a lesson learned, right? We move, keep it pushing. Remember, like I said yesterday, talk to yourself in positivity only, even if you mess up, right? Yes, I made a mistake, but it's just a lesson I'm learning, right? And I won't make this mistake again. You know what I mean? Excuse me. I have a lot of highs up here. It doesn't have to get there today. He was saving them for a later day. By the way, next week I'm away. I'm away for the whole week, so there'll be no live stream the whole of next week. No streaming the whole of next week. I'm gonna continuously make that announcement as the week comes to an end. I'm away on business. It's gonna be a long fucking week, boy. Shit. I am prepared for it. Stayed in the upper portion of that range, which we like to see in terms of body as well, which we love to see. First 20 minutes, this was the setup, at least on the 1 minute, right? 15 seconds, we also had it as well, which would have been valid based on my back testing session yesterday. So I like it. I like it. Still would be in here though in a 1 minute. Still would be in there. It's 10 o'clock. Let's get opening range. Give me that opening range. I want that opening range. Give it to me. So we have one trade open range, right, which was a profitable trade, at least on the 15-second time frame. Here comes a post opening range. Let's see what that has in store for us. I'll be sorry for the yawning. I'm hungry. Woke up starving, boy. This kind of price action is expected with FOMC this afternoon, so I said I really wanted to wait till post open the range, see what price is saying. Even though our 15-second setup would have obviously did what it needed to do. Me hungry. Whew. Like I didn't eat last night. God damn. Still respecting this inefficiency here. Wicks do the damages, bodies tell the story. You gave me multiple times to enter this trade, but it's gone without me. It's not my setup right now. It's not my. I'm waiting for my setup. My setup. When it gives it to me, I'm gonna pounce on it. I'm gonna pounce. And I'm just laying, waiting for my prey to come into that crosshairs. And then I'm gonna be like, pow, 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 pow. We have up until 10:10. Okay, if you don't get nothing by 10:10, right, we'll be waiting until 10:30, post first hour of trading. 90% waiting, man. It's 90% waiting game. Once you know what you're looking for, it's a 90% waiting game for what you're looking for to occur in price. And then you pull the trigger. You manage the trade. And you exit the trade. Simple as that. Simple dimple. if I was in this trade on the 1 minute, I would be so annoyed right now. I would be just kicking shit. I would be like, come on, do something, bro. But like this is expected. Because of FOMC, this is expected. Ah! Me didn't want to hear that. Price action would be much better on the PM session today. Yep, nothing for us to do here until 10:30. So we wait. See you back at 10:30. I'm gonna work on my PowerPoint while we wait. Need to use my time wisely. Ow! Fudge cake. That shit hurt. would have been smashed out that 1 minute. Glad I did nothing there. Just waited. 15 seconds for show. That's my time frame, man. That's my time frame. Unstable. against me. I'm not seeing it though. Telling me it will show, but it ain't showing. Can we get to like 25? Doo-doo-doo-doo. Grrrr. Oui. Woo. London session buy side along with open range buy side. Current draws on liquidity depend on how price behaves at open range buy side. will let me know whether dealing range buy sides is in the cross areas next. For now, nothing for me to do in these charts, in these candlesticks. Nothing until after 10:30. So we just patiently waiting. Go grab a cup of tea, get your breakfast, and join us back at 10:30 where we resume hunting. Now we rest. It's about knowing when to do something and when not to do something, isn't it? That's the hardest thing to learn as a newbie. Bonnie and Clyde. Bonnie and Clyde. Bonnie and Clyde. Bonnie and Clyde. All of this is expected. We have FOMC, okay? So don't be trying to push it in the morning session. Too many toes. Bonnie and Clyde. All right. We back active. All right. What you got for us, man? Come on, man. I know it's FOMC this afternoon, but come on, man. First hour of trading, not much has really happened in price, really and truly. Just been a consolidation between dealing open range high and open range low, really and truly. No, nothing really going on here this morning. PM session should be much better after FOMC, okay? FOMC is one of those news that we don't trade before, all right? So that's why I'm not really trying to push it this morning. Just taking my time, biding, patience, just waiting for the right trade. First hour of trading is behind us. We're back hunting. We're back on the hunt. We are back on the hunt. We still haven't established a condition yet. However, we do have previous week and previous daily low inside of our dealing range that we can frame this out based on without needing to establish a condition already, because those two levels obviously are a range extreme in itself, right? Even though we don't use it to determine our condition, we can still frame entries and setups around it. So that would be the one time that you could potentially take a trade without needing to have established a condition for the day, all right, or for the session, because you're using the previous day's range and previous week's range, right, to frame a setup on. It's not complicated at all, man. It's not complicated at all. You know, it's easy peasy stuff here. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Easy like Sunday morning. We should have got something to eat in that time while we was waiting, no? If I can get to that breakfast I never have. Have some cereal, that would be nice. Well, that would be super nice. With some warm milk. Oh, that sounds so good right now. I might get that. With some warm milk, just warm my heart. That sounds so good right now. Arrivederci. I just touched my screen and it's screenshotting. What's up with that? Me not want a screenshot. Me not want to do it. I think after the summer months, I'm gonna increase my risk. When we get into, were we in September contract? When we get into December contract, we'll increase risk then. This is what, this is you, we're on you. We're on you. When we come into December contract, all right, traded back below. Now this is my dilemma. I have two sets of times that I'm collecting data on, either 3 or 6. From what I saw yesterday, I prefer the 6. But 3 has also been doing me very good, you know, as I've been using it. So now it's just about picking one. Based on the data, we're getting back a price action. V shape potentially, right? But like I said, I'm iffy. Then it'll be also 1 minute as well, right? So then we'll have both of them going at the same time. So I prefer the 6 right now. I'm leaning towards the 6. I'm also okay not doing anything here right now. Just being patient. But I'll watch this anyway regardless. Let's watch it. Let's watch it for the data, right? Let's watch it for the data. It was one contract, right? Yeah, one contract for -1. Let's see. After the 6 though, right? After the 6. Let's see what happens here after the 6. We have our 6 here. Yeah, buy side up here. Okay, traded back above external liquidity. Being very cautious this morning, all right? Let's no sync these ones because I'm just watching it on the 15 seconds. We got a body closure above 50% of this range, still below 0.75. My stomach's starting to hurt right now, goddamn. Not right now, not right now. I'm in the thick of it. Goddamn. I don't know, something's off about this trade for me right now. Something is a little off here. No issue just watching it, really and truly. But for me right now, I don't know. I'm still a little off here. This is something that but even during my back testing, I was a bit iffy on still what I want to see. It's doing this thing though. It would have taken us 3 contracts or to negative 1.5 right here. I don't mind just collecting data right there. See if it gives it to us. So 6, trade back above, below. What's the low of this? 246, 245. Right, it does go lower. So then what would I be recording that as that? Right? You get what I'm saying? And that is where I'm stuck at. You know? Let me know. Sync this. This here I would be though. If it was to give it, which it won't at this point. Yeah, I need to study this more. There was no confidence behind that trade for me, really and truly. There's no confidence, and if I don't have confidence behind it, why am I putting risk behind it, you know? Just really wasn't feeling that setup. There's nothing wrong with sitting still either, right? And just waiting. Still watching this one here, right? It will be doing its thing. Wouldn't have done nothing yet. Bread and butter, yes, would have given you, both of them would have given you bread and butter. In terms of -1, not yet. All right, would have got -1 right here. Taking not dealing range, open range, sell side, confirming our session buys as a sell program in line with the weekly. Yep, both of them would be giving you -1 there. Okay, fair. So after 3 is fine. Cool. Then after 6, boom, came back below, back above. Yeah, what about this one here, right? Would I still be anticipating this one? A little confusion there on my part, but that's for me to work on. That's for me to work on. Either way, more data collected now. This one would have done its thing. 3 contracts for -1.5, boom, out. This one would have done its thing for -1, boom, out. Fair enough, fair, fair, fair. Sell side below, market structure high, 209.50, 207 market structure shift above. Let's watch it and see. I'm waiting for 10.50 if I do anything now. Would have been a bust there. Drawn liquidity right now is dealing range sell side. See how price behaves here first though. If we get back above previous daily high, previous daily low, okay, then I won't be anticipating price down here. Deuces, thank you for tuning in. They would have did what they needed to do for me. Still be the low here. Nothing really there. That didn't really do anything for me there. It's a V shape. I'm watching it. Not what I'm seeing. Real ugly stuff this morning. Few setups here and there, but nothing, super duper clean. Nothing worth the risk for me, really and truly. Watching this little one here. gives it to me, I will take it. Yep. So it doesn't even matter at this point. It's about to smash me out. Bear with me. Will confirm. Continuation sell. Definitely would like that. Looking for 62.5. Anything below 111, but not below it, so we're good there. $11.10. It's micro, so I don't mind re-entering after getting smashed out. If it was a 30 now, I would mind. No way is he just gonna come and kiss that stop and leave me like that. No way. No way. Me not trust that. It ain't over till the fat lady sings. And she about to sing. Before I get tagged in, let's see the outcome of that trade. 201, fair enough. See if we get in here. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it doesn't tag me, it doesn't tag me. It is what it is. We're looking at 1,450 right there. Morning session is done though. I'm gonna do a trade performance review. So this trade was valid for a V shape. Cool. Still wouldn't have given you anything yet. How did we come down and cause that market structure shift? I need to start paying attention to that, how we come down and cause that market structure shift. Even if I'm expecting it to be a raid and then market structure shift back above, right? How do we take that? Cool. That would be giving you -1 right there. Bing bang biggity bosh. That was the 950 macro setup there. And then I wouldn't have been even be looking in here for anything else. Thank you very much. We were offside. Okay, the trade let us know that we're offside. Hey, it says no, this is not where you want to go. This is where we want to go. All right, made back majority of our loss here. Okay, it was 201, so we made what, 1 something something, 180 something, 1 whatever. Fair stuff. No bad morning. A very iffy morning for me personally. Let's see how many contracts this will be in. This would have allowed us. I didn't think I checked. I think it was maybe 1 contract. 5? That's crazy. I know for a fact it wouldn't give me no damn 5 contracts. 1. Yeah, it would be out here. Cool. That's cool. That's cool. Took an L. Made it back. Clawed some of it back. So we'll take that for what it is. Let's get a snapshot real quick. What I did well this morning, all right, is that I showed up, all right, I got 1% better, gained experience, learned lessons that I'll take into my next trading day, next trading session. Stuck to my procedures and protocols and really didn't deviate from it. I was patient, just because of FOMC, I kind of wanted to see more. Some of the setups that we witnessed, which we'll go over after I'm done here, I didn't really feel confident in putting risk behind it, so I didn't. All right, the ones that I did is what I took the trade in, and obviously price showed me that I was offside, gave me a continuation sell model, drawing a macro, okay, so we can get in. I said the 30s, I'm hesitant to get back in right after getting taken out, but on the macros and obviously post open range, I'm more than happy to get back in on those setups, okay? So yeah, what I fell short today, woke up about a decent hour, got my morning routine in, chart why I showed up, did my job and didn't deviate from it. So I'm very happy and pleased with my performance today. A lot to unpack from this morning. I kind of expected price action like this morning just because we have FOMC in the afternoon session. So that's why I wasn't really too eager to get into any trades, really and truly. But hey, I got into what I thought, I was confident in putting money behind, and it is what it is, right? The outcome is out of my hands regardless. There was a few good setups that we're going to go back and talk about, okay, that, obviously moving forward, I will have more confidence in putting risk behind them now, okay, on these days. How I can improve for next day, next trading session is just keep showing up, right? Keep seeking excellence in everything that I do. Don't let short-term adversity, losses, series of losses deter me, distract me. I did have a series of losses yesterday, but I also didn't let it distract me, deter me from what I'm looking for in price. I just waited for another opportunity. The price presented it, and then I engaged, and out comes out of my hands, right? Managed to crawl back a little bit of drawdown today. Still ending down on the session here, but $26 out of, instead of 200, 201, I'll take it, right? I'll take it. Other than that, keep taking small steps in the right direction. Eventually we'll get to our destination, right? And analyze the data. Don't let up on the things that you've been doing that have got you to this point, okay? Keep doing them, keep sharpening that edge. And yeah, I'm proud of you, baby girl, all right? You're almost there. Keep working, all right? Keep showing up, and eyes on the target all times, right? Eyes on the target at all times. There's a reason we're here. There's a reason why we've been putting this work for this long period of time. We're not there yet, all right, but we know where we're going, okay? And as long as we continue to show up and take the small steps, 1% better each and every day, all right, eventually we'll get to our destination. It might not be in the time that I want to get in, but it's never in my time in any way, right? I'm not in control of this. He is, okay? So I'm just doing my part, and I know that he's doing his part, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow morning. We have news tomorrow morning. We'll be back tomorrow morning. It's our last trading day of the week. Maybe I'll show up Friday, just because next week there will be no stream, no live stream all of next week, because I'll be away on business. Okay, so maybe we'll see how Thursday goes. We'll see how today goes, Thursday goes. Maybe we'll show up for Friday morning just to end the week, because obviously, like I said, next week there will be no stream from me the whole of next week. All right. Yeah, let's wrap this up. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with this. There was a time that I would finish a trading session and still feel lost. Even on days I made money, I didn't really know why it worked. And on losing days, I had no system to fall back on. That's the difference between guessing and having a real edge. And here's the truth. Most traders only focus on entries, but consistency comes from the system behind the entry. So if you've been watching and thinking this makes sense, but I don't have the full system yet, that's exactly why I created the 10% to 1% club. That's where we go deeper into all three pillars: the full model, the risk management system, the money and mindset principles needed to join the 1% club, and the exact process to follow daily. If you're serious about becoming consistent, that is your next. I used to think the goal was trades, but it's to be who can perform the outcome. Have that, the results will follow. That's all for today, folks. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next AM session, kicking off at 9:15 a.m. Kickoff once again at 9:15 a.m. To be on time is to be late, okay? So make sure you show up early. As always, I'm the trader here, signing out. Good luck, good trading, happy bloody hunting. Remember, you only fail when you quit.